All right, we're gonna go do a little bit of update, and if you don't know what's going on about today's topic, awesome. If you do know what today's topic is about, you should still stick around anyways, because I got my own perspective and my own views on this. But let's go ahead and get into this. But on August 4th, there was this crazy, the internet blew up, absolutely demolished. If you don't know the content creator / streamer 𝗦𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗔𝗟, I don't know why people say cenat. It's not cenat, it's cenat. Or at least I'm pretty sure it is. Please don't scrutinize me in the comments, please. And while you're down there, please subscribe and like the video. Okay, let's get back into it. 𝗦𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗔𝗟 went into Union Square in Manhattan, New York, where he is from, and wanted to do a giveaway. He wanted to give back to the community, which is awesome when I want a lot more creators to do, but it kind of turned out into catastrophe. Let's just play a clip. And yeah, it's not like he was giving away like one PS4 or anything. This dude was coming with trucks carrying free gaming systems, not only from 𝗦𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗔𝗟 and Phantom planned on giving away in New York before, you know, this mass riot came out. Now, I want to point out that 𝗦𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗔𝗟 was not behind the riot. I don't believe that. Spoiler, I don't believe that. And a lot of people were saying that, or not a lot of people, some people were saying that, you know, that he basically started the riot and all that. He didn't. It was just a lot of stupid, dumbass people that probably couldn't contain their excitement of free shit, and also just wanted to be in a video or wanted to go viral, that type of shit. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But it actually resulted in a whole bunch of bad shit. Like in this clip, where this old man actually gets his store robbed in the riot, and actually went in the news of this entire thing. It's crazy, actually crazy.
And his whole kiosk was ransacked. All the chips were broken and pulled apart. Things were taken off of it. And he was saying that he was injured because he was trying to stop the kids, and they hit his head, his neck, his back. The gentleman is in his 60s. You know, he was talking to EMTs that were there and talking to the police that were there, giving them a report of what happened. But, you know, a totally just innocent victim in all this, that he was just doing his job, going about his day, and his business got ransacked there. But from where we are here, you know, it does that the officer of circumventing them in that sense. And from my perspective,
it's actually crazy. Like, people were just stealing drinks, snacks, and he actually ended up getting hurt. It's really unfortunate that dumb kids, even some adults, really were doing shit like this. Like, it's really fucked up. It all started because 𝗦𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗔𝗟 wanted to give back to his people, and it's like all this stuff. There was even this viral video that was going around about New York police smashing a kid's head through the back of a taxi windshield during the riot that happened. He wasn't like doing anything. He was there, and then he saw the cops, and he just kind of walking, as you can see, and doof, they just put his head through a windshield. Like, and here's what we know about this: the person who was assaulted by the NYPD has not been identified. The motive as to why they did it has not been issued, and he was not doing anything malicious during the filming of the video of said video. As you can see, he was literally just walking away, and the cops were just like doof. And it wasn't like you have to realize how hard it is to smash somebody's face into some glass, the windshield, mind you, to the point where it breaks. There is 2 police officers smashing a kid's face into. I don't like that. I don't like how this was handled. I don't like the fact that 𝗦𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗔𝗟 was detained and arrested and was possibly going to get or I don't even know if it's possibly, but he was going to get charged with all these charges.
Holds on from here on out, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody for themselves. This is a war out there, man.
This is the New York City Police Department. This assembly is unlawful.
Like, I don't like how it was handled. Like, 𝗦𝗖𝗔𝗟 was facing charges of inciting a riot and performing an unlawful gathering in New York City. What? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean an unlawful gathering? Homie was trying to give back to the community. To the community. Just random people. Hey, I have a lot of wealth. I would like to share that with others. And kids was facing charges for it. And was, I don't know how he's, I'll get to the inciting a riot, but I don't understand how that's an unlawful gathering. He only has so much control over his over people as much as you watching this video and me making this video. Like, there's only so much he could do. Yes, could he say something? Yeah, he could be like, hey, and I believe there's videos going out there about like, hey, of him saying, hey, I don't agree with this shit. And yeah, obviously I'll play the video at the end where he basically apologizes for it and he basically says, I'm not cool with that. But he's also said many times like, yo, this shit ain't cool. Like, I don't know what else he needs to do. Like, he can't force somebody to stop what they're doing. Like, he can't. He's as human as the rest of us. And of course, he has a lot more influence than, again, say you or me. Or no, he only has he's as much as human as you and I. Like, there's only so much this man can do. But there was this tweet I saw how it took literally less than 2 days for this man to get arrested and almost charged. But it took, you know, the whole Donald Trump ordeal. I'm not gonna get into the specifics of it. I'm not gonna do that. It's just what I saw. It took Donald Trump like stupidly long to even get into court. And I feel like this goes without saying, and I feel like a lot of people know that our system is flawed. It's shit. I feel like a lot of people can agree with that. Not everybody, but I feel like a lot of people can agree with that. And I don't agree. I really believe that not all cops are I will say not all cops are like obviously racist, but I feel like a lot are like racially biased, if that makes sense. Obviously, you see like a certain skin color of one kid going and versus another kid. I feel like most cops, like especially in the same situation, I feel like most cops would probably go into one area. That's again how I feel. If you disagree with one another, let me know down in the comment section below. That's fine. I'm okay with you not agreeing with me. You're not always gonna agree with what I have to say. I love having, you know, back and forth conversations, but when it comes to like like basically just shitting on each other, that's where I draw the line. But anyways, I do think there's a lot wrong with our system and how cops are trained in certain scenarios and their racial biases. I truly believe that. We've seen that with the Black Lives Matter movement, and it goes full circle back to this. Like, it really does, because everybody was saying, even rappers who probably never heard of 𝗦𝗖𝗔𝗟 is like, yo, my man was just trying to give back to the community and he getting detained and all this shit. But when it comes to like another race, like a white kid, and he does the same shit, where's the difference? And I can kind of see the point here, because when Mr. Beast does a giveaway like this, obviously does it turn into a riot? No, they don't, because I feel like it's a different audience. That's just a fact. Let's just flip the script. If Mr. Beast was in 𝗦𝗖𝗔𝗟's shoes and he was trying to give back to the community and a riot happened, do we really think Mr. Beast would have got arrested? Truly, do you think Mr. Beast would have got arrested? Because I honestly genuinely believe in the bottom of my heart, don't think he would. Not only just on his stature alone, but of course, I feel like there's some racial bias in there. And I feel like not a lot of people want to hear that and they get upset about that, but I feel like that's the truth here in America. I'm not talking about just black and white. I'm even talking about Latino, Asian community, everything, every race. I feel like there is racial bias no matter what. I just feel like that there is. And there's tons, and I mean tons of clips about the whole thing. And it's just, like, it's crazy. Oh, here's the video I was talking about earlier about, basically, this wasn't on the news and stuff like that, but it says another vid. Oh, it says if, but it means another vid of 𝗦𝗖𝗔𝗟. The news doesn't want to show you. Basically, him saying, "Yo, it's not cool. We need to calm the shit down." But
Yo, I want to get it away. So in order for us to do that, we gotta chill. Love you,
here's the tweet that I was talking about earlier, how it says, it only took a few minutes to arrest 21-year-old 𝗦𝗧 and charge him for inciting a riot in New York. But it took 2.5 years to arrest 77-year-old Donald Trump for the riot he caused in Washington, D.C., and he still wasn't charged for inciting it. That is crazy to me. But then there's people talking to, like, and there's people like fucking Hassan, who literally is known for being a politic junkie on Twitch and on YouTube. There's clips of him literally just being stupid as shit, and I don't agree with this. And there was a clip of him watching something on the news.
Spies local media, dude. There you go. There is no better representation of how dog water local media is, and how much they exacerbate like narratives that you see on Fox News. What role they play in the boomer reactionary pipeline. Local media talking about $3 worth of fucking Doritos, like, you know, there was a bank run or some shit. Like, also want to fucking make it seem like, you know, this is a riot that was completely out of control. It's tragedy porn met with also like black unruly teenagers. Look at them.
About the older gentleman who got robbed during the riot. And he's basically like, oh, we're talking about $3 worth of fucking Doritos. Like there was a bank run. Like, I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, that shit pisses me off because if this older gentleman, if that was like your, God forbid, your father or your grandfather, you would feel some type of way because you're directly related to him. But just because you don't know him and you want to talk about politics and how it's not good for the economy and all this shit, and they want to pull your wool over your eyes, like, dude, just let them cover what they're covering. Like, it's news. Like, just relax, bro. Like, relax. Get off your fucking high horse and your ego. Let's calm down a little bit. Like, I'm sorry I get animated, but like, it's just like, dude, you don't need to do that. Like, some poor 6-year-old dude trying to run his business and feed his family got robbed, unfortunately, because of a riot, and you want to shit on him? I don't fuck with that personally. No, Son's probably not gonna see this or whatever, but I don't really care. But I just don't fuck with that. And actually, during the whole, go back to 𝗦𝗧, like the fact that he got arrested and almost charged with inciting a riot, but he's over here trying to, you know, help, like this clip right here, helping a fan breathe during the riot.
Does she take medication? I don't know her. Are you okay? Take medication? Hold on, breathe. I know.
I just wanted to see you. I just wanted to be seen. I can't breathe.
Look, breathe. Look at me. Look.
Okay. God, she was so good. She was with us the whole time.
You have asthma?
It's a scary fucking time for everybody who's during that thing or during that riot. It's not nobody wants to be in that, you know? Like, it's scary. It is fucking scary, dude. Like, I've never personally been in one, but it's, no. Basically, cap off this. 𝗦𝗧 on August 9th went on his Twitch and basically, for the first time, and basically talked about it. And saying it was never his intention and that he was beyond disappointed in anyone who was destroying property and causing destruction that day, as he should. But again, there's only so much this man can do.
You feel what I'm saying? But after Friday, bro, I've come to realize the amount of not only power, but influence that I have on people. You feel what I'm saying? I've come to realize that shit, bro. And I'm saying that to say this. I am beyond, bro, disappointed. Beyond disappointed in anybody who became destructive that day, bro. 100%, bro. That shit is not cool, my nigga. None of that is cool, bro. You feel what I'm saying? After the things that I seen, I'm beyond disappointed in the things that went on Friday. And I want people to know that none of that was my intention. You feel what I'm saying? None of that. I had good intentions for this whole thing, and none of that was my intentions, bro. Not only that, but I don't condone any of the things that went on that day. None of that is cool. I'm seeing random videos of people getting sturdy on people's cars. And I'm asking myself while I'm watching the video, why? Like, why? You feel what I'm saying? I'm over here like, why? Like, and when we do things like this, you feel what I'm saying? When we do things like this, it not only needs to be safe, but it needs to be fun. Like, anything we do like this has to be safe and fun. We can't be just running around and destroying this and destroying that.
There's only so much he can do. And I want to say this for any potential, you know, influencer that is watching my videos, or even somebody that's thinking about making videos and becomes a big influence on a lot of people. Whether you have 100,000 subscribers, 1,000, 100,000, 100 million, whatever it is, you have influence. I will say this: you have a lot of influence on even just one person, a part of your subscriber count. You have influence over somebody. That's why we're called influencers. And we need to use our powers responsibly. Obviously, you know, quote fucking Uncle Ben, with great power comes with great responsibility. I mean, it's kind of facts here, because we have a responsibility for not only ourselves, but also to others. Obviously, to put them on the right path. And basically say, hey, maybe you should do this instead of this. Or maybe, hey, just straight up, don't fucking do this. You know what I mean? And so that's all. That's what I would say to a lot of like influencers. Just be careful of what you say. Obviously, not only what you say, but how you say it. Obviously, you know, you probably can pull a clip of literally anybody, and it's like, oh, you say, and clip it out of context or whatever. It happens. But try your best to be considerate of who you have as your audience, whether it's younger, older people, whatever. Be mindful of that, because what you have as because the power you have is a lot more than you might think. But yeah, that is what happened with the whole 𝗠𝗘𝗗𝗧 riot. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section below. Crazy time, crazy shit happening in America. What a time to be alive. Am I right? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, all that good jazz. Okay, bye. Love you, bye.